In case there's any confusion about what people elected you for, let me shed some light. As our leader, you have one job. One. Your job is to make South Africa the best place, the most attractive place for citizens, visitors, businesses, and investors. That's all. Citizens, visitors, businesses, and investors. Welcome to Citizen Concerned, where we remind you to beware of the comrades. You've seen him. He's a father who hugs his family with a big smile and tells them everything will be fine when the children can clearly see the flames raging around them, threatening their lives and everything they have. The family says, "That's our father. He wakes up in the morning and is always burning fuel in order to take care of us. When the time comes, he doesn't bring anything home. He and his colleagues have expensive cars, beautiful houses, and they live like kings out there, but we as his family do not have any of that." No one cares about how you fought against apartheid anymore. No one. It's a new era and all of us want to look ahead. All we want is to move forward, but you and your comrades are an anchor, aren't you? Holding us back. As a president of this country, your job is to make sure your people are fed, well educated, they have homes and can afford everything they need. How do they do that if there are no jobs? Where are the jobs? You are a billionaire businessman, but you're telling me you cannot figure out who to fire and who to hire? You cannot figure out what's causing South Africa to stay backward? Have you seen the surveys? Hundreds of businesses want to bring businesses to South Africa, but they hate the BEE policy. A multinational company should just give shares to some person who didn't work for them. Why? Well, because someone with a white skin color unrelated to them oppressed black people they have never even met before. Does that make sense to you? Have you seen the SABC? Billions in losses. Transnet could have been part of the foundation of our economy, also billions in losses. More than 80% of the phone numbers belonging to government offices never get answered. Some are even disconnected, yet they are still listed on websites. You must have ways to test your own systems to see if they are functional, sir. How do you even measure performance as the leader of this country? With all of this in mind, you even had the audacity to raise the salaries of you and your colleagues. Are you serious, man? What is your problem, sir? Just what kind of businessman are you really? It starts to feel like you're not a businessman because of your hard work. Maybe something else made you rich. And if you really are a good businessman, then it means you chose to become a president not to implement the principles of success that you know, but rather for bragging rights, or even worse, for sabotaging this country. There is nothing that you are doing that shows any urgency. Fire some ministers, man. Bring some competent people. We are tired of seeing these comrades who are clearly incompetent. Every time they show up on our screens, we see heavily pampered, incompetent characters. You think we don't see that you and your friends are failing dismally? We see you. We see you. 90% of university students surveyed say that they desire to leave South Africa. Skills and education are leaving South Africa. People with enough money to invest in the economy of South Africa are leaving. People with essential skills that we need to grow the country are leaving. Where are they going? Singapore, UAE, Britain. Any country that has imposed silly rules on big companies trying to invest locally has been left behind. All the while, their neighboring countries are getting more developed. Dear citizens, don't just sit at home and relax. Vampires like the ANC do not die in the sunlight. They actually shine in it, as it makes their watches and German cars glitter. There is only one weapon that can destroy these vampires and stop them from sucking South Africa dry. That weapon is your vote. Works like a charm, I'm telling you. Make your vote stab these monsters from among us so that they can bother us no further. From citizen concerned, you have been warned. Beware of the comrades.